Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Liz and I make videos on purse reviews, but also I make clothing hauls. So if ever you're into these kind of videos, it would make me so happy if you would subscribe. So today's video is on the Chanel 19. So the Chanel 19 was called the 19 because they were inspired by the fact that Chanel's first bag that she's ever made was released in February of 1955, and because of that they had called it the 2.55. So I guess they wanted to call a bag by a number again, so that's why they called it the 19, because it was released in 2019. But this number 19 is also significant because Chanel's birthday is on August 19th, so I guess the number has a lot of meaning. So this bag is the smallest size that exists. Us on YouTube and the bloggers, we call it the size small, but if you were to go at the Chanel boutique and speak to a sales associate, it's actually called a medium. So there's three sizes for this bag. So on YouTube and the bloggers, we call this the small, a size above medium, and the biggest size is the maxi. And at the boutique, it would be the medium, one size above the large, and the biggest size, the maxi. So be careful when ordering this bag online or if talking with a sales associate, because you might be ordering the wrong size. So make sure it's the right size when you order. Also, if you are like me and you want an organizer to put on the inside, I actually ordered mine from Samorga, and I'm going to say after why I chose Samorga over the other companies. So if you go on the Samorga website and you choose the smallest size, it's called a medium, like Chanel at the store calls it. So be careful about that because you might be ordering the wrong size. So my bag is in goat skin. This bag in the smallest size was also made in lamb skin for a few seasons, like in the past seasons. But now it's only made in the goat skin. And I'm actually happy that I got goat skin. That's what I wanted, because I had heard that it's more scratch resistant and it's also a little bit more sturdier. So I'm happy with my goat skin. But if you were to compare a lambskin one to a goat skin one, there's almost no difference. Like, it's really hard to tell. So yeah. So this bag is more on the slouchy side. It's more soft, and there's no stress of if ever you're walking with it and it touches a wall or it hits someone, at least you're not scared that you're gonna bump it or make it crease or make it lose its structure, because it's already soft. It's made to be touched. It's made to be mushy. So for that, at least there's less stress. Because I know when I wear my classic flap, I'm always worried of how I hold it, how if it touches anything. I'm always scared that I'm gonna like bump a corner. So with this bag, it's a little bit less stressful. So at the front, there's a super nice CC logo, which is pretty huge, I find, but it's a nice statement. It's really nice. Also, there's the chain to hold it handheld. The chain which resembles the boy bag. If ever you own the boy bag, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same, almost the same style as the boy bag. And then the rest of the chain is actually sewn on two little leather tabs that are right here on the top of the bag. And because this bag is fairly new, it does make me wonder if in the future, if it's going to age well. If, let's say, you're always filling up the bag and it's really heavy, when you hold it, all the weight is distributed on those two little leather tabs. So I am scared that in the future, the leather will stretch out and it's gonna look almost like the bag has two ears. Okay, I know I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? The stress of the weight is always on those two tabs. So I try not to fill out my bag too much, just in case, because I'm not sure how it's gonna age. And I have seen already, if you watch other YouTube videos of other people, some women are talking about how the middle here of the bag is like curving a little bit, but I don't sorry, I don't think it's curving. I think it's actually that piece that's like stretching out a little bit, and that's why it's starting to look like a curve. So it is something to watch out for, I think. So yeah, other than that, the chain is nice and colorful. It's really fun that they mixed all those different types of hardware. So we have the H gold, the ruthenium, the gunmetal, the shiny gold. I like mixing metals, so I'm cool with it, but I know some people don't like the mix and match of metals. So I guess it's not for everybody's taste, but I find they did it in a very tasteful way. It almost works. So yeah. One thing I have to say though, the finishing on the strap I don't find is very nice. Obviously, the leather that's intertwined between the chain has to start and has to have an ending. So if you look closely, right here, there's like a tiny little piece of leather sticking out. If you look right here, there's another one. Right here, there's another one too. Probably you can see it. And there's another pretty big piece right here. So you see, I find that they could have made it a little bit more slicker instead of having these big pieces that are sticking out. So yes, that I guess it's not a con, like I wouldn't sell the bag for it, but hopefully they make it better as the years go by. And then at the top here, there's the piece of leather to make it more comfortable on the shoulder because it is quite a thick chain. So just to show you, if I were to wear the bag like this crossbody, it falls at a really nice length. One thing I have to say is for sure when you're walking, the chain tends to fall in the back here. So I find myself always putting it back to the front, but I mean, doesn't matter, that's just part of the design, I guess. But yeah, and I was in store and actually went to try the one size bigger, and the strap is a bit shorter. So when I tried it, the medium arrived like up here compared to this. So I was like, what the heck? Like, so for me, that was a no-no. It was way too high up and it was bigger. I felt like it was more like on the stomach almost. So that's another one of the reasons why I decided to go for the small size, because it just fell at a nicer spot on the body, I find. So yeah. So now the inside. So the inside is just lined a bit of leather up here, and then the inside is a red fabric. I bought a Samorga organizer, as I was saying, and I had a hard time deciding between Samorga or Zumoni, because if you watch a lot of videos, you're gonna see that that's like the two main ones for the 19. And after looking at a lot of pictures, I realized that the Zumoni ones didn't fill out the bag bottom completely. I felt like you could always put a finger or two on the side of the bag. And I wanted an organizer that would fill up the bag completely, that would almost keep it looking full at all times. So that's why I chose Samorga. After looking at a lot of pictures and reviews of people who had it, I saw that it was really tight at the bottom. So I took a chance and I ordered it from Samorga, and I was right. It's like, even I was scared pushing it in, but it's perfect. It pops in and it doesn't move. And so yeah, so I definitely suggest you getting a Samorga for your 19 if you have a 19. And I have a discount code of 20% off, and it's Fashion Cabin 20. So Fashion Cabin 20, all written together, and at least you can save a good 20%, which is worth it. So yeah, so I definitely suggest it. And another reason why I wanted an organizer is that a lot of people were saying that because of the heaviness of the chain in the front, and also because of the big logo, the bag tends to want to fall to the front like this, click. So since I've had my organizer in, now there's like no issues anymore. I can just put the bag on the table and it's super solid. Like, it's not going anywhere. So that's another reason why I absolutely needed an organizer, just so it would be, it would stay put. So yeah. Next, we have the back pocket. So the back pocket is actually closed with a magnet. Oop. You hear the little clip? So it's closed with a magnet, and the inside is fabric, red fabric. And what's fun about it is that, I don't know if you're like me, but on my classic flaps, I never use the back pocket because the back pockets are made out of leather in and out. So after a while of putting stuff in it, the leather stretches out. So I didn't like the look of a structured bag with the back pocket being all flabby at the back. So I never used the pocket on my classic flap. But on this bag now, that the inside is fabric, I do use it. So I don't put a ton of stuff, but I do put my phone in, I put a lipstick, a lip balm. I'm not as scared as that it's gonna lose its shape, because it's already very like a mushy bag, you know, it's like it has space because it moves, the leather moves. So yeah, so finally a back pocket that we can use without ruining the bag. So that's a plus. So yeah, so all in all, this bag is really great. I would definitely suggest you buying it if ever you were debating. And it is at the moment a classic. So if you did wanted to buy it in the black and it always seems to be sold out, don't lose hope. Just put yourself on a waiting list. So ask your sales associate at the store to put you on the waiting list, and you have a chance every season to get one, because the black always comes back. So your time will come. um, so yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful. And if ever you have any questions or comments, don't be shy to write it under. And have a wonderful day, guys. See you next time. Bye.